Hey guys, hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are here for the first time, you are so welcome. So in today's video I am going to be teaching you how to speak Twi in 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes. Now you're not going to be able to speak Twi like very fluently, but this is just going to be like the basic things you would need to know. As time goes on, I will be preparing more lessons for you. If you want to know more things and if you want to know how to speak better Twi, I will be preparing lessons for you, but this is just going to be like basic things you would need to know just in case you don't know how to speak Twi, or just in case you're planning to visit and you would want to say some, one or two things in Twi. Okay, so if you are ready, I am ready. But before we start, if you're still not subscribed to my channel, baby girl, baby boy, why are you still not subscribed? Why? Just go down below and subscribe to my channel, and then we can just move on. Okay, so just in case you're wondering what is Twi, I mean, if you're here already, you already know what Twi is. So Twi is the most commonly spoken language in Ghana, and it is spoken amongst the Akan tribe. Okay, there are some dialects, so there are people who speak Fanti Twi, we have Ekuapem Twi, we have Asante Twi, we have Brangahafo, they also have Twi. So we do have different types of Twi, but this is just going to be the normal Twi. Okay, I'm going to be teaching you the general Twi, and this is the Twi that everybody understands. So everybody in the Twi spoken regions do understand the general Twi that I'm about to show you, or that I'm about to teach you. Okay, so as time goes on, I will be bringing you more lessons, but this is just like the common things or the basic things that you would need to know, especially if you're visiting Ghana for the very first time and you want to, be able to express yourself in Twi, or you want to be able to understand when people ask you, basic questions. So this is just the video for you. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this video. So number one, let's just start with thank you. Okay, so in Ghana, in Twi, if you want to say thank you, you would say medase. Medase. Now this is the short form of medawase. Okay, so it's supposed to be medawase, but that is just very long, so people usually say medase. Okay, like I said, you can say medawase or medase. Okay, it is the same thing. Now medawase literally means that I am laying before you. Okay, I'm laying, or I'm prostrating beneath you. And just laying beneath somebody just shows humility, it just shows gratitude, it just shows respect. And that is how come we do have medawase, just because you're showing gratitude to the person. You're just being humble before the person. And that is literally da means I sleep or I lay under you. Okay, medawase. What is you? Ase means beneath, and so we do have this thing, and it's medawase, meaning I am laying beneath you, just to show a sign of humility, a sign of gratitude, and a sign of respect. Okay, so as time goes on, you would realize that the Twi language has a lot of meanings. Like, a language is just very rich, it just has very deep meanings. So it's not just like, oh thank you, it just means something more. Okay, so yes, I don't know why I was going off about this medase, but in any case, yes, that is what it means. If you want to say thank you, you say medase or medawase. Okay, if you want to say thank you very much, you would say medase bebre. Okay, medase bebre. Bebre means a lot, plenty, so medase bebre. Let's just move on with greetings. So in Ghana, we take hospitality very seriously. Now I think this is just going to be the first thing that you see when you enter Ghana. Akwaaba. Okay, it is going to be the first thing. You're going to hear this a lot. Akwaaba means welcome. Akwaaba. Akwaaba. Okay, so notice that there are two A's, so you have to stretch the A, so it's Akwaaba. And you would reply medase. So if somebody says Akwaaba, you reply medase or medase bebre. Okay, so the next thing is you greeting good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now I think I should let you know that these things I'm about to teach you, I have never used them before. So these greetings I'm about to teach you, I have never ever used them ever since I was born. I've never said them before. That is because in Ghana, when you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, just in English, it is understood. Everybody I know uses good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So you don't even need to know what I'm about to teach you. If you're just visiting, like, you don't even need to know it. You can just go good morning or morning, like usually they'll say morning or like morning or afternoon or evening or good morning or good afternoon or good evening, or like it's understood. People would reply. But if you want to be traditional and you want to say good morning in Chi, you would say mache. Now this is supposed to be memawache, meaning I wish you a good morning, memawache, but you can just just shorten it and say mache for good morning, mache. To say good afternoon, you say maha, which is also going to be memawaha in the long form, but maha in the short form. Okay, and to say good evening, you would say majo, memawajo long form, majo short form. Okay, so mache, maha, majo. Okay, that is to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope that is okay. So yeah, to ask somebody how the person is doing, or to say how are you, you would say wo ho te sane, wo ho te sane. Okay, now wo means you, ho is buddy, and sane means how. So basically you're asking the person how is the person's body, like how is the person's self, like how are you. So you'd say wo ho te sane. Generally people would also say ete sane, just to mean how is it, like what's up, how is it. You say ete sane. Or somebody will ask you how are things, enyama mute sane. Enyama means things, so how are things, enyama mute sane. So with all these different ways of asking how somebody is doing, the common reply is eye. Eye means good. Okay, or if somebody should ask you wo ho te sane, which is more personal, wo ho te sane, how are you doing, you would say me ho ye, me ho ye, me ho ye, meaning I am fine. If somebody should ask you enyama mute sane, enyama mute sane, like how are things, you would say enyama muye, enyama muye. But you can also just say eye, and that would be good for all three forms of somebody asking you how you're doing. Okay, to also say and you, like if somebody asks you how are you and you want to say I'm fine thank you, and you would say na won swear. Na is like and, na, and you, na won swear. Okay, na won swear, it's and you. So for example, somebody says wo ho te sane, you would say me ho ye medase na won swear, which is I'm fine thank you, and you. Okay, so I hope you got that. Now to say do you speak Twi or do you speak English, you would hear this a lot. Wo ka Twi, wo ka Twi. Okay, or wo ka brofo, wo ka Twi or wo ka brofo. Now this means do you speak Twi, do you speak English. Brofo is English. Okay, if somebody also asks you what's a Twi or what's a brofo, what's it means do you understand. Okay, what's a Twi or what's a brofo. Okay, it means do you understand Twi or do you understand English. Okay, so These are just two different questions. If somebody asks you woka tree, the person means do you speak it. If somebody asks you what's a tree, it means do you understand. Now there are certain situations where you are able to understand but you're not able to speak. In that case you would say mete tree. Nenso menka tree, meaning I understand tree but I do not speak tree. Okay, now to answer what's a tree, you'd say I mete tree. I or ane means yes. I, okay, I or ane, it means the same thing. So you say ane mete tree means yes, I understand tree. If somebody asks you woka tree, you would say ane meka tree or ane mete tree. Okay, so just know that to say yes you would say ane. Meka means I speak. Okay, and if you want to say I don't speak tree, you would say menka tree. Okay, menka, there is an inka. Okay, it's no longer meka, it's now menka. Okay, menka tree or menka brofo. When it's like do you understand, it would be mente tree. Mente, there is an in, okay, just for the negation. Mente tree or mete tree, mente tree. Meka tree, menka tree. Meka tree, menka tree. Mete tree, mente tree. Okay, that should I hope that is helpful. Okay, the other question would be where are you from, and this in tree is wo free. Okay, wo free. Free is like where are you from? From, okay. He is like where. Free is like from. Okay, so you say wo free. Wo free. Okay, which is like where are you from? And you would answer me free, then your country. So me free Ghana, me free Ghana, okay, or me free America, or me free UK, or me free Germany, me free Japan. Any which way you would answer me free. That, okay, so remember, wo free here, me free Ghana. Okay, next question would be your name. So what is your name? Okay, what is your name? So what is your name is Woodine the same. Edine is name, and wo as always means you. Okay, so Woodine the same. Woodine the same. Notice how every single question has saying at the end, just so that you know that it is a question. Okay, so woodine the same. Woodine the same, meaning what is your name? You might also hear your friend was saying. Yeah, friend was saying. Now friend is call. Okay, so your friend was saying means how are you called? Okay, how are you called? So you might hear either woodine the same, which is what is your name, or your friend was saying, which is how are you called? Now if somebody asks you woodine the same, okay, you might choose to answer anyways. Medine de Lina. Medine de Lina. Okay, so or Medine de Erica. Medine de what name? Angela. Medine de, okay, you say Medine de. Or you might also answer yeah, frère me. Yeah, frère me Lina, or Medine de Lina. It's just the same thing. Okay, so I hope you got that. So the next thing would be where were you born? I'm just trying to teach you the basic like first questions that people would normally ask you. So where were you born would be yeah, okay. I know it has a lot of I did not realize it has a lot of I did not even realize it has a lot of woes, but yes, it does. So yeah, okay, it would be where were you born? And you would, so to answer this question, yeah, I would say yeah, me wo Ghana, or yɛwɔ me wɔ France, yɛwɔ me wɔ Italy, yɛwɔ me wɔ America. Okay, just to say I was born in Ghana, I was born in Italy, I was born in France, I was born in America, yɛwɔ me wɔ. Okay, and then to say where do you live? Okay, where do you live? So what's here? Now I know you might think this is the same, you have heard this before, because when I was asking about do you speak, no, when I was asking about do you understand tree, that was almost the same question. I said what's a tree? Okay, what's a tree? In this case, I'm asking you where you live, and it's what's in here. Okay, what's in here? Here is where. Okay, and the t here does not mean understand. The t here means live. The t here means live. Okay, so yes, it might be confusing at the beginning, but like once you have the right phrase, people understand. Okay, if you just say what's it, people would not know if you're asking if do you understand, or do you live, or do you stay, or do you sit. Like it can mean a lot of things. Okay, but once you have full phrase, people understand what you're trying to mean. Okay, so to say where do you stay or where do you live, you would say what's a he. He is where. Okay, what's a he, or what's a hefa. Okay, hefa or he is the same thing. Okay, so it depends if you want to go the long route or if you want to go the short route. Okay, it's what's a hefa for the long one and what's a he for the short one. Okay, now to answer this, you would say me te Accra. Let's just say you live in the capital. Me te Accra or me te Kumasi. Okay, me te Kumasi, me te Accra. And to say I was born in, like I said, yewo me wo. Okay, so you might actually say, oh, I was born in, I was born in Accra, but I live in Kumasi. That would be yewo me wo Accra. Nenso, I know you have heard this already. Nenso means but. Okay, yewo me wo Accra. Nenso mete Kumasi. Okay, so I hope that is good. The last question would be how old are you, and that would be wedi saying, which is wo edi. Edi is like to eat. Why is it even that? I don't even know. But to say how old are you, you would say wo edi saying, wedi saying. Okay, and you would say medi 20 years or maybe 24. Like you don't really need to put like the number, because I don't even know my numbers. I know my numbers up until a certain level, up until, let me just not put myself on blast. I know my numbers up until a certain level. Generally people use English numbers when they're being asked anything that has to do with numbers. So with the telephone numbers, you would say the numbers in English. With your age, you would say the numbers in English. With your street number, you would say the number in English. Like it's just English numbers. Okay, so yes, I think because of that, I don't really know my numbers, but in proper tree, it would be wedi in fear saying. Okay, wedi in fear is years, I think, but it's like wedi in fear saying or wedi in fear ahe. Okay, and then the answer would be medi in fear, let's just say 10. Medi in fear do. 10 is edu. Okay, so medi in fear do. Medi in fear, oh my god, my numbers. Listen, I'm bad at my numbers. Okay, but that would be the proper traditional way. If you are learning tree, proper tree, that would be it. But for my generation and for my people, for the young ones, we always say medi 10 years, medi 25 years, medi 26 years, medi, yes, we just use English and tree. Okay, so don't worry about the numbers. You're good if you use the English numbers. Okay, so that, okay, now to say Now to say see you later, there are a lot of ways you can say that. You can say yebeshia, meaning we will meet, yebeshia, or ichre. Ichre just means later, so ichre, later. Okay, so yebeshia or ichre, you can use either of those. Okay, so I hope that was enough, guys. These, like I said, are just the basic things you would need to know, just the first things people ask you when you go to Ghana, or the first things you would want to know, how to answer these few questions. So I hope that is helpful, guys. I will be back with more videos. I hope you subscribe, thumbs up my video, and let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. Okay, I would really be glad if you let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. It's Ray.